Hello and welcome to the Barrow. I am the Barrow White, and tonight I'm going to start a new series of SimAirport. And I thought I would start with the tutorials because they have introduced some new ones, and I'll get right to it. So this is SimAirport. Let's go ahead and the first screen, go to tutorials and the basics of SimAirport. Just kind of wait for that to load. All right, it is on the screen now. Good. Perfect. It says, welcome to SimAirport. This is the first of the easy tutorials. Throughout, there will be helpful images available by clicking the blue info icon with the arrow. I guess that's this right here. This airport is Lernyville's gateway to the world. Its small terminal has the basics: transport, ticketing, security, and departure lounge, a broken aircraft gate, and baggage collection. The problem is they never finished building it. Use the WASD keys or move your cursor to the edges of the screen. You can even hold down the middle mouse button and move your cursor. Alright. In the options screen, you can adjust how fast these controls move the camera, and you can also change which keys do what. We'll just leave it like that. So, welcome to SimAirport. You can move the tutorial window by holding the left mouse button and dragging. Good. The complex simulation can be simple to understand if you take a few moments to look around the user interface. You have a general stats at the top, time controls to the right, various airport operations to the bottom left, and a selection of heat maps to the right. Press escape to close any top window, and this will not work on the tutorial window. It did not. Alright, so next. The foundations of construction. So one of the most important aspects of SimAirport is construction. Objects and structures must be built by workmen. All inside rooms must be built on foundations, and once completed, any indoor items can be placed in there. Next. When you designate an area for construction, the building materials are automatically ordered. Materials are delivered by truck down the main road to the delivery zone southwest. Here it is, deliveries right here. The materials are then collected by workmen to place around the airport. Any spare materials, such as the canceled projects or from canceled projects, are put into storage right here. Hire at least 6 workers in total, available in the staff hub. Well, this is staff. This is workers. And I'll go 2, 3. It's like we have 6 workers. Is that what that means? It says staff hired now is 6. You did not confirm. Okay, go back. And you do have to confirm. So it says +4. +5, +6. So I'm just gonna. So it already started with 2. So I was reading that right. So that's fine. So now we have 8. From the build menu, select construction and then select foundation. So here's the build menu. Here is construction, and where's foundation? Here's foundation. Not sure what the tool or object is? You can hover over for a description. Well, sure, foundation right there. You'll need to wait for the workers to build it, but you can speed up time with the controls in the top right. Drag the foundation over the striped area next to the departure lounge. So that must be this over here. All right, good. Made a mistake. Left-click the project to cancel before the workmen begin. Nope, let's get it going fast. See if our workmen show up. Oh, there they are. They went out that door and they came around. Ooh, the zoom is pretty fast. And the zoom goes in. The zoom is not smooth. The zoom is steps. So that's something to get used to, because most games have like a smooth zoom, and this is not. It just steps in or out. Alright, so that's done. I'll pause it. It says not only can you cancel a project during construction by left clicking, but you can also remove foundations using the demolish tool. That's X. I'm not going to use it, but just see how it works. Or if you accidentally misplace objects, use the clear. C. It's clear. Not sure which tool to use. Press left shift to auto detect the remove button. Left shift. I don't know. You can increase or decrease the worker's priority of the project in the left click menu too. All right. Don't worry about that. Passenger needs and zoning. Passengers have various needs such as hunger, bladder, and boredom. Our airport currently deals with bladder needs with the restrooms. Oh, we already have restrooms built. Dealing with these will raise our passenger satisfaction levels, which will improve our chances of getting better airline contracts. Passenger needs and zoning. An arcade should help our passengers feel less bored. To do this, we need to zone an area for it. Zones designate areas where passengers and staff can use certain facilities and objects. You can toggle zone visualizations with Z. Okay. Kind of labels the different areas. Good. Find the zones panel. And fill the new area with an arcade zone. You can zone over partially or fully constructed objects. So where is this new area that they're talking about? That's this new area. All right. We'll go arcade. There we go. All right, now it says fix the problems of the arcade until it is functional. So there are problems, and it says it must be accessible with a door, and it must have at least one arcade game. So let's find where doors are. There we go, door. And what kind of door is that? Let's do like a large sliding door. Let's just do a regular sliding door. I want people to come in here from the airport just sliding through. And we could slow this down. And we need an arcade game. So let's see. Arcade. We've got blaster, driver, pinball, and retro. Oh, let's go pinball. Pinball's always cool. Now we'll speed it up. And it also uses the 1, 2, 3 keys it is discovered. 3 makes it all the way to 10 times speed. So they have the door fixed. And we have a pinball game in just a minute. Not even, just a few seconds. All right. And it says that now we can go next. Airport improvement and heat maps. The other heat maps are useful as well. The information heat map shows where passengers can get the latest updates on their flights, place info displays and kiosks to help passengers keep track, or else they may miss their flights. Well, I think I might be going a little fast here, so let me go back and try that. It was talking about kiosks. And let's try it with objects. Objects. Is that comfort? I don't know. Let's see. Kiosk. And it wanted us to give flight info kiosk, I think is what it said. Kind of skipped forward there a little bit, didn't I? Well, I think they already have some. So right there could be something that we could work on the kiosks, or I mean on the tutorial, and that is let us be able to go backwards. Fix the broken plane stand, because it looks like we have kiosks already. I'll try the heat map. If I go to information, there's the flight info display. It looks like we have pretty good flight info display in several different spots. All right. So it says fix the broken plane stand. This is the plane stand, and it says requires at least one gate agent to be assigned, requires 2 adjacent taxiways in front of it, and requires a taxiway path to at least 1 runway. Well, let's build a taxiway path. Let's go construction, taxiway, and maybe kind of run that over there and get our workers to get busy. I'll put it at 2 speed, which is 4 times speed actually. So besides the taxiway, which it's building, it needs a taxiway path. I'll wait till the taxiway is complete to be able to do that. So it needs a gate agent desk to be assigned. Let's go desk, gate agent desk. And we'll put that here so it's kind of to the side of the door. This is where agents will stand. So this says it requires a taxiway path to at least one runway. Well, let's see. I go path. No. There's a taxiway. They're still working on it, is why nothing's happening yet. So let's put this to 10 times speed with the 3 button. And see if these workers can build this just a little bit faster. Okay, good. Now it says all we need is that gate agent because it did the taxiway and the taxiway path. I'm going to turn off the heat map. I'm going to pause it and see what this says. It says it requires an aircraft gate to be assigned. Assigned to this. And that should be it because it's what it said to do. It says, all right, so queues for gates. So for me, it's not obvious when the tutorial changes to the next tutorial. So since this is an early access, that's something I would suggest for that, is when it pops to the next tutorial or when you've completed something, it should give you a sound or maybe some kind of visual so you know that it happened. Queues for gates. To improve efficiency, all boarding desks should have queues. Click Build, Queues, and drag out a new queue. Expand queue. It says click and drag to create or extend a defined queue that can be assigned to objects to help improve their throughput. Okay. Click and build the queues and drag out a new queue from close to the gate. Then click on the gate or the queue and assign them to each other. So there's the gate. I'm going to assign to this queue. Airports need planes. See how it just hopped straight to the next thing? Because I finished that mission, but I didn't really realize it, except for the fact that suddenly the text in this box changed and this popped up. So airports need planes. Now that we have a working plane stand, we need planes to attract new departing passengers and to land arriving passengers. On the flight status screen, E, you'll see that there are currently no planes. Open up flight management where you'll see available airline contracts with daily flights. We can only support small planes in the morning, which can be filtered at the top. So flight management is this right here. In order to get PM flights, you'll need to click on your runway and add lights in the upgrades menu. Accept and schedule 2 available flights. So Lernyville Air has 2 AM flights. Let's click it. Here they are. A Beach 1900D in the AM. And it's small and needs a runway that's 90 meters long. And a D8Q 400. Let's accept them both. And we probably need to put them into the schedule. So we'll drag this one at 6 AM. And we'll drag this one at 9 AM. Good. Next. And I think I did it again where I thought I was going to the next thing, and it's not letting me go backwards. That's a shame. All right, you can get larger planes by building larger plane stands and by upgrading the length of your runways. You won't need to do this early on, as small planes can use small runways. When you are ready to, simply use the runway tool on top of existing runway and drag it out to extend it. Planes usually start arriving the next day after they have first been assigned, so you might not see any today. It's up to you to figure out how to best balance your schedule. Too crowded and you may make your airport chaotic and lose satisfaction. Too quiet and the airport may not be profitable. Also at the top of the screen, you can hover over airline interest. Let's see what that is. Is that what this is? That's passenger satisfaction. There we go. It's 52%. It says airline interest is based on price sensitivity, passenger satisfaction, airport facilities, and more. Work hard for access to the best airlines or face having offers reneged. These two screens will help you determine how you need to improve your airport. So let's actually click it. That just gives you flight management. Okay. Passenger satisfaction actually should give us no information because I don't have any passengers. Interesting. Or maybe I do now. I do have some people hanging out. There's a passenger right there. Okay, let's go to the next screen. At the top, you can also see weather. I mean, that's just the forecast. Where are we now? I guess this is 5 a.m. to 2 a.m., so this is today, I'm guessing. This will affect how safe it is for planes to land. You can click on a runway to upgrade it and add devices to make them safer. This allows planes to land in harsher conditions. Becoming a successful tycoon. More importantly, we need to make a profit. The Finance Hub has various operations, including taking out loans, which is useful if you are low on cash. For quickness, you can also hover over your balance at the top of the screen for a brief overview. Where is my balance? Right there. Okay, so runway usage costs $1,600 a day, I'm assuming. 730 terminal usage, staff expense. And we're making a little bit of money off of the arcade game. Look at that, people are already flying. Well, I guess that people are paying us. That's scrolling automatically. I'm trying to hover over that and it's scrolling. So, I guess people are paying us to use the runway and to use the terminal. And we're paying for staff expenses, property taxes, and that determines where we're at when it comes to everything else. Next. Unfortunately, some operations are locked, unless usually you need either specialist staff or research. As usual, hover over a problem to see what's required. If you're missing a staff member that you cannot hire, check the research screen. You might need to unlock them first. Keep up with research is important for staying competitive. I'm having a hard time reading tonight. What's important to your balance is your prices. In the commercial operations screen, you can adjust the prices. You charge. Remember, low prices increase airline satisfaction, but high prices increase profits at the cost of satisfaction. Makes sense? And that's the basics. That is the basics of running an airport. Feel free to expand this airport or try a new airport. It's recommended that you try playing the default starter airport or complete the other tutorials before creating an airport from scratch. Close. So that was a quick and easy one, but I think I'll make each of the tutorials a lesson in itself or an episode in itself. So I appreciate you coming by and checking this out. I'm going to jump into the next one here shortly. So see you soon in the barrel. Bye.